Secretary Rolando Joselito Bautista, National Defense Secretary Defense Lorenzana, the other members of the Cabinet, Senator Bongo, officials and employees of the Department of Social Welfare and Development, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Just to, before I start, anyway, basahin ko lang naman to. This is the run-of-the-mill. It contains everything that you need. But sabi ko, Venet supply. You know, I was walking along Anda. Galing ako ng Cecil's na yung magandang kainan sa merienda. I met this your secretary. He was quite pale and sickly. Yung uniform niya medyo maluwang na. Sabi ko, what happened to you? Sabi niya, as always, sakit niya, kagaya ng sakit ng lahat ng sundalo. It's always the liver and kidney. Kasi ito sila umiinom ng tubig na in demand din. Sundalo, hindi naman ito. Walang sinusunod ito ng hygiene. Basta mabusog lang. Sabi ko sa kanya, why don't you just go to a doctor or see my doctor? Sa tawagan ko lang na patingin ka lang. Whatever. Ayaw ko kung pumunta siya, but the next time, kita ko siya, he was a bit healthier and more animated. That is how I remember your secretary. Yan sila lahat. Lahat na nakikita mo dito ng military. Dumaan na sa Mindanao. Kaya kilala ko lahat. At one time or another in the course of their military journey, dumaan yan sila ng Davao kasi rotation talaga yan. So almost all of them kilala ko. And that was the reason why early on, gaya ng ating Secretary of National Defense, he was once assigned in Davao, and he brought with him the 2nd Regiment Battalion of the Scout Rangers. Yung iba sa Marawi, yung iba naman sa trabaho. But almost all of them, kilala ko ba yun? Talagang kilala ko. At, you know, before itong trabaho na,
The particulars of this slow but steady propagation or contamination in this report from PTV's Mark Fatalco.
The Department of Health revealed that as of January 28, they were able to record a total of 24 persons under investigation who are being observed. Prior to this, 3 patients were already discharged from the hospital. According to the DOH, everyone had a history of travel to.
kung may landslide, police, pati military, DSWD. Kung may tsunami or the one that happened in Leyte, DSWD, military, pati police. Kung may sunog, DSWD, military, pati police. Baka hindi nyo nalaman talaga gaano ka-importante yung trabaho ninyo sa Pilipino. And that is why Well, of course, it's also the invitation of a good friend. Sabi ko, hindi ko na, pati foreign affairs, pati social security, nandito pala lahat. Well, anyway, good that you're here. I'll be talking about the human's job of our government workers. Naawa ako sa kanila, they are there. Which reminds me na alam mo, matagal na yung sundalo ko pati police doon. And they have been trying or they are acting as the bar so that people cannot go back to their lands and places because it's dangerous. Alam mo, we can only do so much. Pagka pumilit yung tao and the government enforcement guy bars him and he has to do it physically, alam mo, ang physical contact can sometimes result in a ugly situation. Kasi magpipilit tapos yung sa pati police, masapak talaga kung ayaw then it becomes a conflict now. Ang problema nito, it is always the government man who is the guilty culprit. So, ang akin ngayon, kung itong mga taga-Taal, I am withdrawing my police and they have been there for so many weeks already. Puno na yung lungs nila ng abo. Kaawa naman. So, kung ayaw talaga sila, I'd leave it to the mayor and to the police. Yung police talagang na-assign doon. There's a police station there. Sila na. I'd leave it to them to enforce the law as mandated by the authorities upstairs that it is, naiistorbo ako sa ganda ng isang babae dito Hindi ko tuloy I could not establish a trend. Ano ba yun? Nasabi ko? But, we can only do so much. Beyond that, to physically restrain and maybe the result would not be, it would be an ugly one. Ang mademanda talaga niyang police pati sundalo. Ganun yan That's a sad fact. They do not know what the other guy is doing. He's there to enforce the law or an order coming from his superior, and then he gets into a hot water. Problem is sometimes when there is a case filed, he's left alone to fend for himself. At saka ngayon, by this time yung nauna na doon, I'm sure that they have inhaled about one sack of ash already. Sabihin ko na sa army pati na pa-withdraw na lang. Withdraw na lang ninyo yung army kasi kawawa. They are also human beings and they suffer. They suffer, they have also families to worry just as what the guys are worried there. So, palabas ko na. Ngayon, kung gusto nila talaga papilit ng pumunta, di sige. I suggest you. Even, sige, mag-alis na kami. Kung gusto ninyong tumalon dyan sa cauldron of fire and lava, go ahead. Para make it short. Yan ang ano ko dyan. Kasi ang trabaho ninyo, pareho ng polis. The first thing that the question that when I go down sa sakyanan, o maski anong klaseng sakyan, is pagbaba ko sabi ko, yung mga tao mo nandito na. Tapos doon sa mga military, na mga tao mo deployed na. Yes, sir. Okay. Kumpante ka na. Yun lang, dalawang yun. Yung ibang services ng gobyerno, hindi masyado. Walang dalang pagkain, makikain pa. Sabihin ng mga insulto. Wala, the other, maybe the catastrophe. But during, it's always the DSWD. Pati ang military to keep order. Yan ang hindi niyo alam. Mas important. That's what the purpose of veering away from my speech. Kaya gusto ko lang paalam sa inyo na one of the noblest thing, really, your job. Feeding people, saving lives. Wala rin ng military pati police. And the country owes you a lot. So in behalf of the Republic of the Philippines, I'd like to thank all of you at the service of me. Now I will read the speech of the lady who made this. Siguro yung maganda dyan. Binatago niya yung ulo na dyan doon sundalo. Lumabas kang eka mo. Sabi mo, binatago niya. Pero China yan. Today is a most auspicious time to talk about the true meaning of malasakit at pagbabago. As we celebrate the 69th founding anniversary of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. For nearly 7 decades, the DSWD has been the lead agency of the government in ensuring that Filipinos have equal access to opportunities and are enabled to improve the life of quality in a fair, just, and peaceful manner. Lahat ng dole-out ng gobyerno, pantawid, inyo lahat yan eh. So double talaga ang trabaho. And it's not easy. You go to the mountains, dyan yung mga, pag makita mo yung NPA, putang inang sipain ninyo. Sabi kayo ang numero 1, tiga ano. The agency's strong commitment in pursuing policies and programs for poverty alleviation, protection of human rights, ibigay mo lang yun doon sa mga bayot, and compassion for the most vulnerable and disadvantaged, among others, are truly commendable. Since I assumed office in 2016, the DSWD has served over 4 million poor households with the Pantawid Pamilyang Filipino Program, or 4Ps, and the sustained kapitbahay laban sa kahirapan community-driven development program in 1830 municipalities throughout the country. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, pag mawala lang itong korupsyon sa gobyerno, mati lang ang problema. I think that maybe kung mahinto ang korupsyon, 5 to 10 years, if we catch up the standard of maybe not Malaysia, but Indonesia. Sila naman kasi may oil. Alam mo, ang problema dito sa Pilipinas, wala tayong oil. And oil is everything. It runs the country. Hindi binigay sa atin ng Diyos eh. O kung meron man, hindi pa natin na-discover. But Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei, oil. So wala sila masyadong problema dyan because almost half of the total. It's about mga for GDP, kinakain ng the income, kinakain ng oil. Yun ang problema sa atin. Plus the corruption. If we can do away with corruption, in about 10 years' time, we will really jump. Parang a better economic situation. Pero kung may corruption, wala. I do not mean to belabor the point. Ayaw ko kasi baka sabihin ng mga gagong yan na sila lang ang tinatarget ko. But as I have insisted during the campaign, I told you na yung corruption dyan sa customs, BIR, they're just pittance to the corruption being done upstairs in the higher or in the highest echelons of government. Totoo talaga. So yan ang yung masakit sa akin. Nasasaktan talaga ako. Kaya ako nagmumura. Because I know the dimension of how it was done. It's not merely in the water sector. It's in the LRT and some lands that released to them. Would you believe it, at 70 pesos per hectare? Yung lupa dyan sa UP. Talagang, if you compute all the corruptions done by those yung mga customs, it pales in comparison sa nakaw nito. And yet they come up with a program well publicized that they have this foundation sending people to states, to the United States, and spending. Pero wala yan pang paano lang yan. Kung ano pa, pang salumpas lang yan sa salumpas. Ganun ang mga mayaman. Kaya galit ako sa mayaman. Totoo lang. Maski noon pang mayor, magpanong kayo ng trabaho. Whenever I address them, sabi ko yung kayong mga putang ina. Ganoon talaga. Kaya yung mga mayaman doon sa Davao, careful sa akin. They measured and calibration yung maglapit sila sa akin. Kaya hindi ako masyadong madali kausapin. Kung pobre pa, kung taga-bukid ka, I could spend an hour talking with you about what ails your family. Pero ito mga mayaman, noon ko pa yan na how are they supposed to pay the Filipino people? You started to collect environment enhancement. That's the term. Tingnan nyo sa billing ninyo. Alam mo ano yan? That is the fee that they are collecting since time. It was when the contract took effect. Yun yung water treatment. So, ilang water treatment fees ang nakolekta nila since then? Kasi hanggang ngayon, wala namang ni isang tarong panlinis. Wala. ang masakit dyan, yung corporate income tax nila, pinapasa nila doon sa consumers. Yun, mga consumers, i-deduct nila expenses, water and light and all this. If they are exempted, edi wala rin makuha ang gobyerno. Nalugi pa. Yan ang mahirap. At marami pa. Marami pa akong talagang. Ako, I do not want to sound vindictive. I am not vindictive. Masampal lang kita, tapos na tayo. Masipa lang kita, tapos na ako. Okay na ako. Pero yung gano'n na kulukuhan. As long as corruption does not stop, hindi ayun. Kaya magbantay kayo sa kung sino yung son of a bitch doon sa itaas. Because it started with Ramos, then it was given an extension even before it expired. Hindi pa mag-expire yung ano lang ito sila, distributor lang ng tubig itong mga putang inang ito. Rinig Manila yan, kaya may cameraman sila dyan. Kaya makinig kayo ng husto, mga tulisan kayo. Mga yawa kayo lahat. Talagang galit ako sa inyo. Potak maari lang. Ganunin ko yung mukha ninyo sa ano. Pag makita ko, hindi lang ako pupunta yung inestambayan ninyo mga Shangri-La, mga ano. Hanggang San Marcelino Beer House lang ako. Mga walang hiya kayo talaga, totoo lang. I don't know what I do with you. I have not decided really. I have not decided on anything. Ayahan mo yan. Basta ganito. I have ordered Guevara, the Justice Secretary, to prepare pati si Kalina ilan dalawa. I-draft. Permahan nila yan. Kung hindi nila permahan, I will suspend all the contracts. And I will take over the operation yan sa tubig na distributor. I will let the military operate it and I will file charges for large-scale stopper. Yan ang mayayari sa amin. Yan talaga. At pagka ganon, huwag lang nila akong ipitin. Ipitin nila ako ng kaso one after the other. I will really, I say it now and I say it again, makinig kayo. Hindi ako susunod. Kasi ang lumalakad niyan, pera ninyo. Ang gawin ko, paghuhulihin ko na lang kayo. At gusto kong makita ang mga bilyonaryo, pati milyonaryo sa Pilipinas na sa kulungan. Kasi isang buwan lang para makita talaga ninyo. Galit talaga ako ng galit. Sabi ang ginawa ninyo. Yan ang meron pa, nakalimutan ko na lang kasi meron pang so many issues na hindi talaga ako bibigay dyan. Now, ang sinabi ko, the reason why I am listening it ko dito is, if I do not, including the military, if I do not reach the finish line sa term ko, huwag ninyong bitawan ito. I'm not saying that you go violent. Just a simple nudge to the congressman at your officer. Putang ina, huwag ninyong biruin ito. Dugo ng Pilipino to. Pero mo, tayo pa ang magbayad. Tapos yung lahat na. Kalukuhan. Huwag ninyong bitawan to. No. If you can get the Filipino deserve. Then yung military, pati police. Tell them, kalabitin ninyo. Pakitulong nga. I do not suggest anything po dito. Bahala na sila kung anong gawin nila. Sabihin ninyo, hoy, you are supposed to be the protector of the Constitution. We are being robbing blind. Please do something about it because that's the money of the people. Ganun lang yan. Sabihin niyo, militar niyo, anong ginagawa ninyo? Paano yung pera namin? Tapos paano kung sila pa? Kung manalo, tapos i-renegotiate, ganun rin ang mangyari. Since I assumed office in 2016, the DSWD has served over 4 million poor households. Then the agency continues to assist the most needy communities by providing free medicines and medical services, social pension to indigent military citizens, spearheading disaster relief operations, feeding malnourished and street children and indigenous peoples, and rendering other support services to recovering drug users, among others. Ang mapigat nito lahat, I don't know if you can make it, but I hope DSWD can really hack it. Ang problema natin hanggang ngayon is still drugs. Every day, if you look at the crawlers, yung tumatakbo yung sa then the main story, whatever, nandyan yung crawlers, nakikita tumatakbo. Yan, araw-araw yan. 10 billion, 6 billion. Tapos itong mga human rights, patay Malaysia lang. Yan, everyday may mga tao yan na tinamaan. Alam mo, may kumaman sabihin, alam ninyo, pag ang tatay natumba sa drug, the entire family, the entire poor family of Filipinos, they become dysfunctional. Itong isa, wala nang trabaho, babae, magputa na lang. Itong isa, they would go, hanap kung saan ang madali, droga. Papasok ito sa droga. Kasi ito, to sustain his bisyo, maghanap talaga ng biktima yan. At ito, maghanap rin ng biktima para to sustain his drug addiction. Ganon yan ito. Kaya sa isang hindi mo malaman. Now, the social dysfunction created sa pamilya. Ito, wala na. Lulubog na lang yan dyan sa isang kanto sa bahay, maghintay. Ito, hanap buhay. Paski saan. But usually, the easiest now, yung parang surefire to earn money, magpunta sa abroad. Alam naman ninyo sa abroad. I'm telling you frankly, I've been there because I tried to save three girls from Turil, Davao, sa Kidapawan. Nakuha ko lahat yan. Because King Fahd was at the time, buhay pa. Medyo na siya, dementia. Pero may lucid interval, naka-timing lang. Nakuha ko. Sinabi talaga sa akin, ng parliament member, yung counterpart ko, kausap sabi niya, in the Arab culture, not all Arab culture, but in some Arab culture, rape is part of the territory. Kaya kita mo yung mga Pilipina, magtakbo na lang sa sala papuntang bintana. They simply just throw themselves. So, malaman mo kung gaano sila kahirap. And the newest victim, battered black and blue with no internal organ. I am not saying that it is not the failure. Alam mo, the fact that an investigation was conducted immediately and hinuli yung dalawang. To me, si Bebot kasi ang apurado. Ako, the fact that there was an investigation and there were arrests made and there are people in detention, para sa akin, okay na sana. Ayaw ko ano nakain itong Ilocano na to. Talagang mainit siya. So, opisina niya, hindi na ako nakialam. I do not want to rebuke my cabinet members publicly. Hinayaan ko siya. That's what developed. Yan ang totoo. Such an enormous task cannot be done without a sincere heart and mind for public service. I thus commend the thousands of DSWD employees for their unwavering dedication to public service. I'd like to tell you a story. Minutes of life. Kaming mga anak, tatay ko kasi governor. So, minsan, magkain kami. Alam mo na bata, ako paglaki ko, congressman ako congressman, mayor. Tapos, ako gobernador, pareha kay Papa. And my father would just stop it. Kindly stop. Pwede ba kayo magito? Do you know what public service is? Do you know how to work in government? Do you know the meaning, the dimension of the work? Sabi ng tatay ko, pag pumasok ka sa public service, you must have a heart for it. At kailangan mong mahalin mo yung kapwa mo tao bago ka mag-serve. And some of you are from Davao. And you know the public record of my father. Ganon yan. Binara kami. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. Bago yan, isipin mo muna kung mayroon ka ba yan. Kasi minsan, magbigla lang yung mag-embrace sa iyo, mugakos, embrace. Puro nana ang katawan yan. Minsan mag-ubo yan sa harap mo, parang SAR. Hindi magdating ng Pilipinas yan, wala ganun SAR. Ang init-init dito. Yung SAR hanggang lang doon sa malamig yun. Wala. Never. Yan umabot dito. So yan ang sinabi. Kaya ako, conscious ako. Madaling araw, magsigaw sa bahay, Mayor, nakagat ang anak mo ng aso, ayaw na makahintay. Gusto dyan na. Tapos may madisgrasya. Yung wholesale na disgrasya, isang jeep rin yan magpunta sa bahay, magtingi ng and in the middle of the night, you have to walk, to wake up. And trabaho ka. Yan ang public service talaga. And without the rancor that goes with it. Yung gising ka, hindi ka mamutang ina kasi trabaho. Such an enormous task cannot be done without a sincere heart and mind for public service. I thus commend the thousands of DSWD employees for their tapos ko na ito, unwavering dedication to serve the public. I am confident that you will remain committed, patient, and compassionate as you perform your vital role in uplifting the lives of millions of Filipinos. On this note, I am pleased to mark today's event with the opening of the Malasakit building that will serve as the offices of the 350 to 500 personnel of the DSWD's operation group. As we improve your agency's capacity to serve our people, and as we honor today exemplary DSWD personnel and centers for their outstanding work in helping achieve the agency's mandate, I enjoin each one of you to rekindle your commitment to our shared nation building. Your passion, tama yan. You must have the passion for public service along with your strong adherence to integrity, transparency, and accountability. Inspire many Filipinos to follow in your example and serve the nation with the same fervor. I know that this cannot happen, and this will not happen under the leadership of General Orlando Bautista. Pero itong minsang yung bang mga medisina, yung mawala, purchases, wala dyan. And I remember the chief of the sa hospital ng military, AFP, when Dominguez sent me the note, katabi ko ang Department of Finances sa cabinet. Pinasa right there and then I ordered the terminate. Sabi ko, wala talaga akong santuhin dito, basta corruption. Basta corrupt. Tsaka yung bantayan ninyo yung from one desk to another. If there is a discretion or a person is allowed to decide that this how these papers would pass on to the next table. Pag inintuan nila yan, pag inupuan nila yan, pag pumunta sa akin yan, tao na yan, at mag-complain. Sorry, I will call you sa opisina ko mismo. At ilagay ko yung pangalan mo doon sa 888. There is a charge against you for corruption. Tawagin kita sa opisina ko. Doon tayo sa opisina ko mag-usap. Only by looking after the welfare of each other can we make a great nation. This is the essence of the malasakit at pagbabago. I am humbled and inspired to see these values burning in your hearts. Keep this aflame with your genuine love for country and people. Kaawa naman kasi yung mga tao. Yung mga mayaman, kita mo yung mga mayaman, yung pa sila ang magnakaw. Hindi nila kailangan tayo. They do not need us. They really do not need us. Yung mga pobre, wala yan. Kailangan nila tayo. Ang mga mayaman, bullshit yung mayaman, wala yan. O ba't basi anong administrasyon kadikit yan? And always, yung corruption. Yung corruption, nasa taas palagi yan. Kung anong bulto yan, tag-isang barko, tag-isang... Kaya tayong maiwan na Pilipino, guard against it. And complain. Pagka may nalaman kayo, baski hindi dito sa ano ninyo, complain mo. Sigaw mo. Para ako sabi ko nga, pag ikaw, you know, the one thing that is na, at least an equality that is not universally dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi ang mga tao parang hindi assertive. Pag yung pinaparinggan lang ganon, tingin na, sige, bigay. They do not assert. I really do not know what's happening to our people. But unless you're right as a Filipino and can really afford to do the things that ako ang sabi ko, pag hinian kayo ng pera, if you're asked money for something, and it's a monetary thing, and he will say that he will attack on it without receiving the money rather. I am urging you to make a noise, make a scene, sampalin mo, sipain mo. Magkagulo. Pag magkagulo yan, it will reach my ear. Kasi may nagkagulo doon sa Department of Health. Magtatanong ako kung bakit. And I will intervene. At ako na ang papatay sa putang ina niya. Ihulog ko lang yan sa agdanan. Ganon talaga. You have to be assertive. We have to tell the Filipinos to be assertive. Yan ang wala sa atin. That is why. Learn to be assertive and I'll back you up. Really, I will to the hill. Ako ang mag-back up sa inyo. Lalo na sa magagandang babae. Iba siya kung makatingin. Aside view. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Dali lang ha, kailangan mo tubig.
At this juncture, may we request the President for photo opportunity in 5 batches. The first batch, Execom officials. The second batch, our regional director.